What's going on, guys? So today we are doing another re-review of a brand that's quite popular. One of the best brands out there when it comes to designer, but also luxury. But is Bleu de Chanel from Chanel still relevant to this day? Stay tuned and watch. When this fragrance came out in 2010, a lot of the Chanel fanboys pooped on this one big time. They really dumped on it. And with time, this one became one of the most popular fragrances in the online fragrance community. In the world, I should say. But as I said, this one was launched in 2010 in its class as a woody aromatic. The notes, according to Fragrantica, and I'm not sure if this is right because I checked it with Fragrantica, and I also checked it with base notes. On Fragrantica, there's more notes listed than base notes. But the notes, according to Fragrantica, top notes would be pink pepper, mint, lemon, and grapefruit, with the mid being ISO E Super, which is just like a synthetic molecule chemical note, ginger, nutmeg, and jasmine, and the base is ladamum, sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, incense, Virginia cedar, and musk. So there's a lot of notes to this one here. So what do I get out of this scent? In the opening, definitely a lot of citruses. I get that pepper, but I also get that mint accord. In the mid, that's when the ginger along with some spices do come into play. I don't get the jasmine by any means, but I also get the incense as well towards the mid. So the incense is more towards the base, according to Fragrantica, but that incense really does come into play real quick. And I also get some woods to this one here. This one smells, I would say that this is probably like the originator when it came to like these blue types of scents. This, then it was Sauvage, then it was Dylan Blue, then it was Bulgari Atlantique. So many different copies, and I think that this is pretty much the originator. Not all of those fragrances that I mentioned are carbon copies of this. They just have some similar DNAs. This is what pretty much spawned like the popularity for these types of fragrances in the 2010s all the way to like the 19s. Is it really any good? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Versatility is amazing. You could dress it down to dressing it up. You could dress it at night. You can dress it during the daytime. You could dress it all year round. I would say that this shines mostly from the spring all the way to the fall, but you could wear this in the wintertime, especially if you work in an office building. Longevity, 8 to 9 hours. Projection was more on the moderate side. Prices, these don't go for, I have never seen a Chanel L'Homme Sport, Bleu de Chanel, or any of these ones except for maybe Pour Monsieur, Platinum Egoist on like Fragrance Net or whatever. However, up here in Canada, this goes anywhere from $88 to $150 Canadian at the Hudson's Bay Company, or as we call it, the HBC. Wife's thoughts on this one? This is one of my wife's most favorite fragrances in all of my collection. When her and I, we were just hanging out, we were just friends at the time because we've known each other since 2013. That first year, we were just hanging out, friends. She loved how this one smelled on me then. Hell, I didn't even know that she was attracted to me during that first year. Boy, was I completely oblivious, and I still am in some ways. I'm still a bit of an idiot, okay? I'm a man. It's just in her DNA. But the wife truly does like this one. It's one of her favorites on me. She gets a lot of the citruses, incense, and the spices along with some woods to this one. And my final take of Bleu de Chanel, the originator, the original, because there is a parfum and an eau de parfum concentration. You can't go wrong with this one. Like, the only downfall with this one is that because it's so popular and it's been out for 10 years, you're gonna smell like the other guy in the other room. But in my case, as I said in other previous videos, such as Hugo Boss Bottle, L'Homme Sport, I don't care if I smell like the next dude. It doesn't bother me. The versatility is great. The price tag for what you're getting, like you're paying for the quality, but also for the name, I think is reasonable. $150 might be a little much, but again, you're paying for quality, but especially that name. It smells great, it still smells timeless, it's classic, but it's not vintage or old manish. a young person and an older man could rock this as well. So guys, is it really worth it? The answer is yes. Rating out of 5? I'm gonna have to say 4.5 out of 5. This is not a masterpiece to me. It's not one of my favorites. I prefer Boss Bottled, including Allure Homme Sport. Right now I'm just reviewing a bunch of fragrances in one sitting, so that's why you might see the same shirt. But it's still a tremendous scent. Smell wise, it's a 4.5. But if you include everything, I would say it's a 10. You know? But it's not one of my favorites. I don't dislike it by any means. I just don't reach enough for it. And I did put quite a bit of dent in this one. It's less than half. It's probably at 40% full. But yeah, so I still think it's relevant to this very day. So guys, that is my honest take of Bleu de Chanel. So if you liked the video, make sure to smash that like button. I thank you for your time. Take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.